Welcome, welcome. Greetings. Akwaba, Akwaba, Konnichiwa. Amantla, the struggle continues. Yeah, welcome to another video. Black United Nation TV. Today we're gonna look at the topic of tourism. Is tourism slavery? Yes, I will say tourism is slavery. And the reason why I will say so is because the evil white world take us from Ethiopia, Africa, take the black man and the black woman from Ethiopia, Africa, and brought us in the Western world on their slave ships to build up the Western world through slavery and the slave trade. And now if they don't come and look for us on their so-called cruise ship, our economy is nothing, because most of the Caribbean island, number one economy is tourism. Our reliance on tourism, or our independent and tourism, is so high that our economy cannot function if tourism should have stopped, if the white people them shouldn't stop come to the West in their so-called cruise ships. Remember I told you that they bring us down here in slave ships, and now after they come and bring us down here to build up the Western world, and build up their economy, they are coming back to look for us on cruise ships. And it is the same slavery, because slavery never ended. They just tell us that the shekel came off a black man's feet, but the slavery government and function continue from that time until this day. So we see say tourism is definitely slavery. Yeah, we see say most of the hotels in the industry controlled by the evil white world. Most of the big hotel, if it's not controlled by the white men, it's controlled by the Chinese, the Indian, or the Syrian. Most of the big supermarket surrounding the hotels are also controlled by these same people. They are also trying to bring in their own craft market in their hotels to get out the local craft and the local craftsmen and women. So we see say these people, they're on a plan, you know. So we know say tourism is definitely slavery and the slave trade at its highest form. Because we see say tourism no mean nothing for the Ethiopian African slave children who had suffered over the years, who they now call Jamaican, through slavery and the slave trade. Yeah, we see say all of the big hotels controlled by the evil white world, so them just come and build up them hotel and make them money and send back to Europe and wherever, and keep the massive suffering and pay them a little penny. All of our problems related to slavery and the slave trade, there is not one black man or black woman that had not suffered from the psychological trauma of slavery. Whether you be black, whether you be Rasta, Christian, Indian, Muslim, from you as a black man, you suffer from the psychological trauma of slavery. We cannot find anyone group who has not suffered from the psychological trauma of slavery. So we must agitate for freedom, redemption, international repatriation. That is our biggest development in the Western world. Repatriation and reparation. Tourism cannot help us. We must cry out for what the white people owe us, and the Indians and the Muslim, all who take part in slavery and the slave trade. The Jamaican government cannot help black people because they are the puppet of the slave master, the same slave master who lynch us and make dog eat our head when them bury us alive and slave our forefathers. The Jamaican government are the vanguards of these same slave masters. That's why the Minister of Tourism cannot do anything to help the people from these oppressing and these oppressors who control the tourism industry. The Prime Minister cannot do anything. The opposition leader cannot do anything. The only thing the Prime Minister and the opposition leader can do is sign to the new Road Traffic Act, which cause oppression upon the black man and the black woman, not the man in Parliament, nor his big rich friend, nor his white people. So the only thing the Prime Minister and the opposition leader can do is sign to the anti-gang legislation, which only cause suffering upon the black nation. No Parliament member is going to prison on this new anti-gang legislation act. Only the black Ethiopian African who had suffered through slavery and the slave trade, through the pandemic, the Prime Minister and the opposition leader is too wicked person to see that the people them just come out of the pandemic and them bring this new Road Traffic Act with so much high fine on it, and there's no one to stand up for the people. And then the opposition leader said they want to get into power. Tourism is slavery and the slave trade as its highest form.
Persons have shared with
Listen
me,
with the data
have tagged
say.
me, have mentioned me in the Royalton strike. Now, persons are saying, what is my take on it? Persons are asking, what are the possible outcomes? And you guys just want my perspective, so let me try my best to share my perspective from a objective standpoint while not saying too much. All right, so yes, the employees at Royalton, I think the grill, are on a strike. As far as I know, they have been on a strike for 2 days now. I have seen videos where they are, I would say, venting, they're expressing their concerns. I have seen videos from the guests' perspective where there are very limited food, no toiletries, no water, really and truly no lifeguards, nothing at all, right? And I'm sure that this video is an eye-opener for many persons, not only those within the tourism industry, but all the different industries you can think of. This video highlights how important employees are within an organization. And really and truly what it is really indicating is that your employees should be at the forefront of everything when you're making decisions and you're considering to make changes. Also, from this video, I am sure that for those who didn't know, it would have taught or indicated to them that your business cannot go on without your employees. Even if you force it to go on, your customers will be dissatisfied. I always hear this saying, unhappy employees, unhappy customers. And it is very, very clear in this situation. Employees are unhappy, they decided to strike, and now the guests are very unhappy. I've even seen videos where guests are saying they're going to reach back out to their bank because they will not be getting a full refund. So the business will lose. And when I say the business will lose, I'm not just saying lose in a financial perspective, but it's reputation, image, brand, and of course, financially, the business will lose. Now, I don't have a lot of details on the type of strike, or I just know that it has to do with their treatment and the fact that their bonuses will, according to the employees, will be withdrawn. So no bonus for Christmas. So this is what I'm aware of from a customer and guest perspective, right? I don't have a lot of details on the type of strike, or I just know that it has to do with their treatment and the fact that their bonuses will, according to the employees, will be withdrawn. So no bonus for Christmas. So this is what I'm aware of from a customer and guest perspective, right? What this video highlighted is that unity is strength. Unity is strength. If you realize majority of the employees decided to unite in order to obtain an objective which they share, a common objective, right? So unity is strength. Would not be.
Yes, I hear what the data say. Unity is strength, So the workers them stand up for them rights, and say them nah take it no more, Yeah, so I saw we have to stand up for our right and say we want reparation. Yes, all the way, the oppression where our foreparents go through from slavery and the slave trade, we forget recompensation for these. All of these things is causing the crime in Jamaica. These things is causing the crime in Jamaica. If we don't get recompensation for what the evil white world do us through slavery and the slave trade, the crime rate is not gonna go down in Jamaica, nor anywhere in the Caribbean or the Western world, because we see say the CIA cause war all over the world. Them a destabilize the whole world, Yeah, the white men don't have any justice. The evil white world don't have any justice. You see any country in the world I call for sanctions people country. Only the Europeans and the Americans are draw sanction upon people. You hear the Chinaman are draw no sanction. The Indians not draw no sanction. The Africans, we worse and not draw any sanctions. We not draw no sanction upon nobody. So we see who are the evil, who are destabilize the whole world. And of them a control the tourism. And them own the whole of the hotel thems in Jamaica and the Western world. And the so-called West Indies.
Mr. Mark Golin, I am making this video because social media is way more effective than me sending you an email, which 99% of the time might get looked over. I'm also sending this video directly to you because I have heard that you are of an integrity commission. And by that, I am assuming that you are a man of integrity. So by now, I know you might have heard about the strike which took place at the Royalton Hotel. And for your next manifesto, you should become the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, or whether you remain the opposition of Jamaica or not. I am just asking you to do something for the people of Jamaica in terms of the workplaces and workspaces. You know, and we all know that the tourism industry is one of the biggest industry generating increasing the economy of Jamaica and impacting the economy of Jamaica in terms of providing jobs, etc., and improving our GDP. So I'm asking you to actually do something regarding this industry, because the government of Jamaica, what they are doing is calling all these, creating these attractive strategies to actually calling these direct investors into our country, and they are exploiting the people of Jamaica. They might provide little bit of wage, little bit of money for we, and we work hard and we not get enough pay. So I am actually imploring you as the government of Jamaica, the same way you come up with an integrity commission, you come up with something integrity to assess and audit these foreign direct investors, these contractors, subcontractors, because whenever they come into the country, they have to come on an agreement how much you are going to pay our workers. Whatever contract you're going to sign for these investors, I know they're creating jobs, them come and them open, doors that a lot of Jamaicans can get jobs, and we do appreciate that. But at the end of it, there's a hidden secret around it. They are exploiting the people of Jamaica, because when you go over into this foreign country, whatever they are paying there, them workers, them over there, are way more than them are paying what they're paying the Jamaicans in our country. I'm not saying that these persons want to maximize profit and they came here to invest because they want to increase profit. Yes, so we're not expecting, the people of Jamaica are not expecting if we get the same benefits or the same amount of pay with them get overseas, even though we are doing the same thing. But what we want is that the government of Jamaica come up with an agreement or a negotiation to tell these foreign direct investment, whenever I am my people of Jamaica, do not pay them less than this amount. So the people them down at Royalton, we are get about $3. $3 an hour. A wickedness. That is total exploitation. That past greed. And they're doing the same job or even way better, offering great customer service than even their counterparts overseas. So I want you to address this in your next, whether you're the Prime Minister or you remain the opposition, to address this for the people of Jamaica. Send internal auditors to audit these contractors. So first, I want you to come with an agreement with these foreign direct investors. You China them, either people them from overseas. Come with them and say, alright then, I know you're coming to this country, let's sign an agreement. You can't pay my worker them less than, okay, we have put it at like $6, $7. Because you're paying your workers overseas $15, $20. We know that we're not going to get the same wages because you want to maximize profit. That's fine. But don't pay them less than $6, $7 an hour.